Hello, everybody. It's Bill, it's that college football guy who did that video. Yeah, a little different look, huh? Um, this is going to be my picks video. I got to do it really early because, well, first off, those of you who don't know how to do my picks, I do picks for everybody in the AP top 25, and then later on, it'll be the college football playoff top 25. And then on top of that, I'm going to be doing my picks for any subscriber school that was done on the subscriber roll call earlier in the year that's not already in the top 25. And we have a game on Tuesday, a game on Wednesday, a game on Thursday, all 4 games on Friday, plus a boatload on Saturday to do. So I'm going to do all of them here right now because there's also some realignment videos I got to do. Coming up here, it's going to be about how I told you everybody on Twitter, on X, that the realignment, the G6 rolls downhill, and the Pac-12 is going to determine some things that's going to happen. But Hawaii, Mountain West made a move, and I'll be covering that. Starting to cover that this week. Mountain West made a move, and Hawaii is now a full member, according to multiple reports. So Mountain West has their 8 versions. They're having their media deal going through, but that's some other stuff getting into. But congratulations, Hawaii is now a full member of the Mountain West. Pac-12's supposedly got something cooking coming up soon. We'll see. But I'm going to get into these picks right here. This video should be hitting out today on Tuesday. So, shall we get into this? All right, the Tuesday game is 0-5 Kennesaw State at Subscriber School and 1-5 Middle Tennessee State, MTSU. MTSU is a 9.5-point favorite. Kennesaw State is one of the 2 worst teams in the G6. Actually, in all of FBS, to be honest here. They're one of the 2 worst. Middle Tennessee State has had trouble, but they've scored points. Kennesaw State's having trouble even doing that. So, that being said, and Middle Tennessee State loses at home to them, oh, this is going to be hell to pay. So give me MTSU and I'll lay the 9.5. The Wednesday game, Florida National, FIU, 2-4 in the season at Subscriber School, and 0-6 UTEP, the other worst school in all of FBS. FIU is a 6.5-point road favorite. This isn't a new game. They played each other for over a decade. FIU's been made this trip before. This is not fantastic game plan here, but I'll say that UTEP can't score, just like Kennesaw State. They've had a lot of trouble scoring. So that being said, I like FIU's chances, so give me FIU and I'll lay the points. Thursday game, 2-3 Georgia State at Subscriber School and 3-3 Marshall. Somebody drives right by me. Marshall's an 8.5-point home favorite. Georgia State has trouble scoring, starting to become a broken record here. Marshall has had some bumps in the road, but they're doing good. I could see things moving forward here. So that being said, give me Marshall, and I'll lay the 8.5. Friday, all 4 games. Subscriber School, Florida State, 1-5 on the year. On the road at Duke, who's 5-1. Are we living in the Twilight Zone? Duke is the 3.5-point home favorite. Are we living in the Twilight Zone? This is nuts, but Florida State is in the middle of a very high-priced rebuild. Duke is playing a lot better than I thought they were, to be perfectly honest. They're doing, Manny Diaz came in from Penn State and has done a phenomenal job there. So I had to give him all the credit in the world. So that being said, Manny, congrats on the job here. And I'm going to pick Duke and lay the 3.5. Number 2, Oregon. Fresh off their win over Ohio State, 6-0 on the year, on the road at Purdue, who's 1-5 for the season. I normally would have picked Oregon easy over Purdue because Purdue is horrible. Oregon's got a bit of a hangover. Purdue is terrible. So Oregon's going to get up on them big early. And then they're going to bring in the bench, and I think that's where Purdue's going to start chipping away. And because of that, Oregon's favored by 27.5. Can they hold on to a 4-touchdown lead? I have a bad feeling they won't, so give me Purdue and the points. Oregon's going to win this, probably by 21 or 24, but 28's too much. Subscriber School in 3-3 Oklahoma State on the road at 13th ranked 6-0 BYU. BYU is a 9.5-point home favorite. Oklahoma State has not looked good this season. They just had a bad run of it here, and they're very disappointing for me. Oklahoma State has been. BYU has exceeded my expectations. They're doing phenomenally well. Offense is kicking. BYU, lay the 9.5. BYU should win this game. And then we have a battle of subscriber schools to close the night out Friday night. 3-3 Fresno State on the road at 3-4 Nevada. I had Nevada winning one game in the preseason. So they tripled my expectations. Fresno State's about where I thought they were. I thought they'd be a little bit better. Fresno's a 2.5-point road favorite. I figured, well, Nevada, Fresno State's underperforming. Nevada's playing better than expected. But Nevada just had what some would call their Super Bowl, one of the two biggest games of the year, and they won. They beat Oregon State, so there'll be a little bit of a winner's hangover. And I'm going to pick Fresno State and lay the 2.5. I think Fresno State's going to win this game. All right, starting with the Saturday games, we're talking with, oh boy, everything's starting to slide down here, of course. Did you love it when that happened? I'm leaving it in because I don't care. All right, subscriber school, 6-0. Number 6, Miami. On the road at another subscriber school. Louisville is 4-2. Miami's only a 4-point favorite. Louisville, I have underestimated what they can do, and they have just continually to exceed expectations. This year, they're kind of coming back to earth a little bit, maybe say that. But Miami's playing like an absolute machine. I'm just flying by here. Okay, so give me Miami, and I'll lay the 4 points. They're going to beat Louisville. Number 10, Clemson, subscriber school, hosting Virginia. Clemson 5-1. Sounds about right. Ever since they got beaten up by Georgia, they've been beating everybody else up. They've been just beating up everybody else. Virginia, Clemson 5-1. Virginia 4-2. Twilight Zone. Clemson's a 21.5-point favorite. Virginia, you're doing good, but you're about to come back down to earth. Clemson is beating the brakes off everybody. Unfortunately, you're just next. So, that being said, Clemson will cover the 21.5. Game I've been waiting on, bases everybody in here, is this is going to be their biggest test of the year. 5-1 Nebraska on the road at number 16 and undefeated 6-0 Indiana. Indiana's a 6.5-point favorite. Indiana, you haven't played anybody. This is your first real test. I think you fail it. I think this is Indiana's first game where they come down to earth. I'm giving Nebraska. So I would pick Nebraska over Indiana if Nebraska was favored by 6.5. Now I'm getting 6.5. Nebraska all day. Easy money. Subscriber school Auburn, 2-4 on the year. On the road at number 19 Missouri, who's 6-1. Missouri's only a 4.5-point favorite. They start off at 7. Now they're down to 4.5. And I'm like, betting on Auburn? Really? But Missouri's got too much firepower. Even though the fact I say that they're overhyped, they're still better than Auburn. Give me Missouri and I'll lay the 4.5. Subscriber school 3-3 East Carolina on the road at number 23 Army, who is 6-0. Wow. Army is a 15.5-point home favorite. Army's been playing exceptionally well. 6-0 record proves that. East Carolina, though, is capable of doing some sneaky little things here. Are they going to beat Army? Probably not. But that 15.5 because it's East Carolina, and I know what East Carolina can do in situations. Give me East Carolina in the 15.5. I think they're going to... Army will win, but I don't think they're going to cover. Wisconsin, 4-2 on the road at subscriber school. 3-3 Northwestern. Wisconsin's a 7-point favorite. Luke Fickell finally figured out, hey, run the ball. It works. Let's do that. We have the personnel. We don't have air raid personnel. That's going to take 4 years, buddy. So that being said, they just beat everybody up. And Northwestern, I love the cute little stadium on the lake, but guess what? You're going to get pulverized this week. So give me Wisconsin. I'm laying the 7 points. Here's the line that did not make any sense to me. 1-5 UCLA goes on the road, cross country, to play subscriber school Rutgers, who's 4-2 on the year. Rutgers is only a 4.5-point favorite. Rutgers should be about a 14.5-point favorite. A lot of money coming in on UCLA. Why? Absolutely no idea. But I just look at this and go like, this is nuts. Rutgers is a lot better than UCLA, so give me Rutgers and I'll lay the 4.5. 5-1 Arizona State. Nobody saw that coming. On the road at subscriber school Cincinnati, who's 4-2. Nobody saw that coming either. Cincinnati's a 2.5-point favorite. What? Arizona State's coming off a big win over Utah. which unfortunately now has looked like it's not Cam Rising out for the year. Is he going to come back for an 8th season? Oh boy. I honestly don't know. I don't know if Cam's coming back or not, but that's beside the point here. Arizona State's going to be a bit of a high. Cincinnati's at home. Arizona State's going to come cross country to Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati catches them. Give me Cincinnati, and I'll lay the 2.5. 5-1 Louisiana on the road at Subscriber School. Coastal Carolina, who's 4-2 on the year. Louisiana is actually a 3.5-point road favorite. Coastal's had moments where it's almost like Jekyll and Hyde. Which team shows up? And for me, that's kind of an issue. Louisiana's been consistent. They've been plugging along, do what they do. And even though it's on the road, I'll lay the 3.5, and I'm taking Louisiana. Now comes the game that I'm really hating this one, making the pick. I don't want to. And a lot of people aren't going to like me for the pick I make. Both schools are 5-1. One Subscriber School involved. Number 7 Alabama on the road in Knoxville at number 11 Tennessee. Bama's a 2.5-point road favorite. Bama looked bad, has had bad moments against teams, and they lost to Vandy. Tennessee has had bad moments from this year, and they lost to Arkansas. Not Tennessee's at home. Bama can score. Other than Dylan Sampson, Tennessee can't right now. I'm a Tennessee fan. I can't stand Bama. I absolutely loathe doing this. But if I got to put money on this, and I'm making the pick, and I promised I would, give me Alabama in the 2.5. I don't think my Vols can, unless they do a complete, Nico decides to become a quarterback because he looks like he's not ready for prime time. I think Bama's going to win. I hate that, but I also called them losing this game at the start of the season, so it's not that big of a surprise. Subscriber School, 12th ranked and 5-1 overall Notre Dame on the road at Georgia Tech, who's 5-2. Yes, Georgia Tech's only one win away from getting to a bowl game. Notre Dame's an 11.5-point road favorite. Georgia Tech has got some things, but they just don't have the firepower that Notre Dame has. Give me Notre Dame and lay the points. Here's another game that I looked at this one. I was wondering what Vegas was thinking. Battle of 2 ranked teams. 24th ranked Michigan, who's 4-2, on the road at Subscriber School. 22nd ranked Illinois, who's 5-1. Illinois is at home. Michigan's a 3-point road favorite. Does Michigan have a quarterback? Illinois does. Illinois is a team. Michigan doesn't. What the hell are you thinking? This is easy money for me. Give me Illinois. That Illinois +3, I'm in. What are you guys thinking? 3-3 Charlotte on the road at number 25 Navy, who's 5-0 on the year. Navy is a 15.5-point favorite. Charlotte has won some games, but they've been having problems scoring at times. And Navy's serious. When's the last time you said that? Been a minute, huh? Navy being serious, I look at this right now. I got to take Navy, and I lay the 15.5. East Carolina's better than Charlotte, so that's why I'm more confident in East Carolina covering, not East Carolina screwing up the spread versus Navy covering. Subscriber School and 3-4 NC State on the road cross country against 3-3 Cal. Cal is an 11.5-point road favorite. NC State is not as good as I thought they were. Cal has proven to be better than I thought they were. They've been playing some teams close. Excuse me. And NC State's got to go cross-country to play them. Yeah, give me Cal and I'll lay the 11.5. Subscriber School and 2-4 Houston on the road at 1-5 Kansas. This is going to be fun. Is that even getting in the... Oh, it isn't. Make sure my damn little thing I got here holding up the phone doesn't fall over. But Houston at Kansas. Houston's 2-4. Kansas is 1-5. Kansas at home, and Kansas is a 6.5-point favorite. What the hell? Houston doesn't play good. They're on there. Kansas plays better. Kansas is not winning by 6.5 if they win at all. It's a field goal game. Either way. So that's the case. Give me Houston plus 6.5. Battle of Subscriber Schools again. 2-4 Hawaii on the road at Washington State, who's 5-1. Washington State's a 19.5-point favorite. What can I say about Hawaii? What do they love to do more than anything else? Screwing up point spreads. Boise State, who's a better team than Washington State, couldn't cover against Hawaii because they got out to a big lead, and then Hawaii chipped away. Washington State may be in the same boat, and Hawaii chips away. That being said, I don't think Washington State's going to win by 20 points, by 3 touchdowns, so give me Hawaii in the 19.5. Subscriber School in 4-2 Ohio. On the road at 2-4 Miami of Ohio, defending MAC champs. Miami of Ohio is a 3.5-point home favorite. I don't know why. Ohio has had its issues at times, but they're more of a team than Miami of Ohio is. So that being said, give me 3. I'll take the plus 3.5 and give me Ohio. 0-6 Kent State on the road at Subscriber School Bowling Green, who's 2-4. 0-6 versus 2-4. This is another line that makes no damn sense to me. How bad is Kent State? Could they be the third? I think they're the third worst team in FBS. Bowling Green's 2-4. Bowling Green's a 20.5-point favorite. Twilight Zone? Bowling Green was going to win this game, but 20.5 is too rich for my blood. I don't think they win by 3 touchdowns. Give me Kent State in the points. 4-2 in Subscriber School Toledo on the road at 4-2 Northern Illinois. Both these teams found out that a school that I was wrong about, Buffalo, who is also 4-2 in the MAC. Both of them lost to them. Northern Illinois is a 2.5-point home favorite only because they're home, but you get a field goal at home, which tells me Toledo's the better team. I think Toledo's going to do some damage to Northern Illinois. Give me Toledo plus 2.5. 1-5 UAB on the road at Subscriber School South Florida, who's 2-4. Is Trent Dilfer coaching for his job at UAB? South Florida is a 13.5-point home favorite. They played last week because of the hurricane. They played in Camping World Stadium in Orlando. Now they're home. The city needs something. They're playing in Raymond James, where the Bucks play. This is going to mean a lot for the city. Just like the Tampa game coming up, having a little bit of something here for the area. South Florida is going to be keyed up, and I think they're going to blow out UAB. Give me South Florida minus 13.5. They're going to cover that easy. Another battle of subscriber schools, and both schools 4-2. Colorado at Arizona. Arizona's a 3.5-point home favorite. Colorado is thanks to the fact you saw Coach Prime, Coach Sanders challenging the manhood of some of his players. Well, they're either going to show up or they're not going to show up. We're going to find out which. Arizona, not too happy with the taste in their mouths of what happened last week. I think they're going to have to prove something. Unfortunately, Colorado, you're going to be the victim because they're looking to smash somebody, which doesn't bode well for some wide receivers and Travis Hunter being hurt. So, that being said, give me Arizona and I'll lay the 3.5. Subscriber School and 2-4 Baylor on the road at Texas Tech, who's 5-1. Texas Tech's a 6.5-point home favorite. They're already announcing people who could possibly be going for Dave Aranda's job, and he hasn't even been fired yet. Lose this game, and it goes a long way to making that happen. So, and Texas Tech has rebounded from the start of the season and done very, very well for themselves. And unfortunately, sorry, Scotty, but I'm picking Texas Tech, and I'm laying the 6.5. Subscriber School in 1-5 Wyoming on the road at 4-2 San Jose State. San Jose State's 11.5-point favorite. This was a spread I'm looking at going like, what? What? Does San Jose State know who their quarterback is, or they're going to keep doing do-si-do with their QBs like they did last week? Oh, we have a QB. Do you? They're having fun here at the truck stop. I'll explain where I'm at and what I've been doing here, but let me go and get this in. San Jose State, I don't know who the hell their quarterback is. I don't even know they know who their quarterback is. Wyoming is having issues, but the fact is they're consistent. And for that reason, I think San Jose is going to win, but I don't think it's going to be by 11.5. Give me Wyoming and plus 11.5. I don't think San Jose State's going to cover. Number 4, Texas A&M was 5-1 on the road at the worst team in the SEC, Mississippi State, who's 1-5, who played very well last week. A&M wants to prove the fact they're a legitimate contender for the SEC championship. A&M's a 14.5-point road favorite, and I think they're going to cover that spread. So give me Texas A&M minus 14.5. 5-1, 8th-ranked LSU on the road at 4-2 Arkansas. Now Arkansas's 4-2, pretty good team. LSU on the road is a 3-point road favorite. They just had a huge game against Ole Miss. Now they play Arkansas on the road. This could be somewhat of a letdown game, but I think LSU is going to pull it out, and I think I'm going to give LSU. I'll take LSU minus 3. Game of the day. Possibly game of the year. We already had Ohio State-Oregon game of the year candidate last week, and that was one hell of a game. 5th-ranked subscriber school, 5-1 Georgia, on the road in Austin against 6-0 and number 1 Texas. Texas is a 3.5-point home favorite. Georgia has not looked good in games this year. Texas has looked like an absolute machine. Just plug and play, run them over. Quinn Ewers is back. How is that going to affect the team? We honestly don't know. But that being said, give me Texas minus 3.5. I just don't see Georgia winning this game right now. 3-3 UCF on the road at subscriber school, 9th-ranked, 6-0 Iowa State. They haven't had this in over 50 years. Iowa State's a 13.5-point home favorite. They want to prove this something. If they take this game by game, they could do something absolutely special this year. So that being said, I think they're going to continue to do that. So give me Iowa State, and I'll lay the 13.5. Battle of subscriber schools again. Number 12, Kansas State is 5-1 on the road at 3-3 West Virginia. Kansas State's only a 3-point road favorite. This is a tight game here. This would mean a lot for Neil Brown's future if he won it. They said, oh, they're not going to fire him. No, but perception is reality. You lose this one, it's going to hurt. Promise, Kansas State is no joke. Kansas State's a powerhouse, and I'm sorry, West Virginia, but I'm going to give you Kansas State, and I'll lay the 3 points. Subscriber school, Iowa, 4-2 on the year. On the road at 3-3 Michigan State. Iowa's a 6.5-point favorite. Iowa figured out offense. That's a terrifying proposition for everybody else. And if that's actually true, this is going to be a blowout. So we'll see about this one. So that being said, give me Iowa, and I'll lay the 6.5. 21st ranked SMU, 5-1 on the season. On the road at 2-4 Stanford. SMU's a 14.5-point road favorite. I debated on this one, and then I thought about one simple thing. Can Stanford keep up offensively? Not really. So give me SMU, and I'm laying the points. Subscriber school at 5-1 UNLV on the road at 4-2 Oregon State. UNLV is a 7.5-point road favorite. Oregon State took Nevada for granted. We may have a new quarterback. Their starting quarterback, I think it was McCoy, quarterback from last week. 4 picks. They may have another quarterback being the starter. Williams from UNLV. I think he's top 5, top 10 in efficiency or completion percentage. He's putting up monster numbers at passing and running. And I don't know if the Oregon State offense can handle this. I say defense can handle this. So I'm going to pick UNLV. So I'm going to give you UNLV, and I'll lay the 7.5. And lastly, subscriber school in 3-3 Utah on the road at subscriber school in 3-3 TCU. Correct myself. On the road at 4-2 Utah. Utah's a 4.5-point favorite. No Cam Rising, no can do. Not going to happen. Give me TCU plus 4.5. I just don't see it happening. No Cam, no chance. You don't have the backups like you had last year, okay? This is a whole different ballgame. So I've done enough talking. Why don't you let me know about everything down in the comments. So again, thanks everybody for watching the video. If you haven't done it already, do me the favor. Smash the like button. Hit the thumbs up. It helps the algorithm, helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. Let me know what you think with my picks. What's going on? Measure my time. I'm not too okay, but I'm kind of close here, so we're going to get this done here. Think about picks. Let me know what you think about it. Share the video if you want to. If you haven't done it already, do me a favor. Check out some of the other videos I've done. If you like them, subscribe to the channel. I'm on the way to 1,000 subscribers. Slowly but surely on the crawl to get there. Right now we're trying to get to 700. But slowly but surely getting our way there. So thanks everybody for watching. If you want to follow me on X, on Twitter, the link will be in the description. I'm right now, I've been in Florida. I'll let this know. I'm going to post a video tomorrow about conference realignment, and I'll let everybody know about that. about what's been going on. Went down to Tampa, and now I'm going up to Jacksonville. Went through South Georgia. They got hit by Helene. Going through Tampa, which I saw how damage, hurricane damage, and a lot of flooding. Now I'm going to Jacksonville to see what happens to the east side of the state. It's going to be fun. So thanks, everybody, for watching this video. I hope everybody's having a great day, great Tuesday, great football today. It starts this week, so be safe out there, everybody, and please be good to each other.